second you realise that we are in this medium range where you can just touch everything, especially with the leans. That's where immediately I am thinking about wedging and moving a bit. Yeah. And going, can I on the way in fill it and do all that stuff? But the main purpose as that comes forward is me rolling that popo around, and I keep my two hands, fill it, fill it, fill it, fill it. Then when I'm deep past that, then I'll actually take my hands off it. And then if I wanted, then I could do like Australia stuff and come through, or go plumber into the neck, or crusada into the neck, feed down into those next counters, bang, bang, bang. Yeah, but even here, if I realise that you're going for these, I should be doing that, or as you go through that, if I feel like, oh, I wasn't ready for that, or it's too fast, I'll bring my left foot forward again, and go, now it's way easier to keep my hand safe. It's way further back. You're going to go more here again. I can do those, and if it's a stab again, then once again, I'm thinking, what can I do? I really like that. We did that same entry on the machete just then. I roll this way a lot of time, I just sidestep, drive in. If I can get to the tricep, I've still got my hand here, that's going to go into the neck. There's all that clamp, drive, drive, drive. I really like that cut and support. It's very, this has a lot more of the popo because it's got more stabs. That's the anti-stab move. The Dorello pivots if you're down the middle, and the popo is the beginning of the Dorello pivots. I feel like the slashes and the hacks, which are a little bit more for machete and katana, that's more the elasticos, but that's all like largo range. The second gets to medium, even at like the katana range, all those medium ones are no longer elasticos, now they're Dorellos themselves, because it's just all these giant pivots. So it's very interesting. At the beginning, I almost just want to get used to just dodging. So I'm almost thinking at the beginning, just like go, how can I dodge that? And I've got to be able to get the shoulders back. Like this and this. So at the beginning, I almost just don't even care about the offense at the moment, because I find if I do, I'll get my hand caught.
Just putting it out there.
Yeah, exactly. Like people just start going for stuff like right off the bat, and people just go like cut, or cut. So I'd rather at the beginning just keep this up and get close to make them not feel safe. And then I'm trying to slide back to largo. But even at the beginning, I'm like going to go way more like that and not commit to it. Where once I feel more comfortable, I'm going to do it without the spine, so that as that comes out, this can simultaneously, because if I do this, it telegraphs what I'm doing and takes it back an extra beat. But it's a lot safer to do an elastico at the beginning with an assist like that.
Well, you don't want to walk into this as well.
And then once I feel like I've got the timing of that without this, that's where you do another one and it ends up forward instead. So that's my progression of it. I'm almost thinking out of range, and I'm thinking of safe largo, good assist. Then I'm thinking the same thing without, but still got a backup, and if I get freaked I can, but I'm going to attempt it without and see, can I safely just get you on something? And then if not, because your timing and feet are too good, that means on the next one, instead of a largo, now I enter. That's how I'm mentally going through it. Both the largo or the Corto counters, whether it's a falling thrust, so like you do something going past, it's still no step, it's just a fall. Whether it's me just doing like a largo thrust like entry, or whether it's me actually diving and controlling, it's not a step, it's a fall. Once you're in, then you can dive with the little steps, take your space and everything, but
So that should have been more of a spine.
This one, do a little bit of a spine. Still see if you can dodge with like your feet and your head, but add the spine at the beginning as well. And you could, if you wanted to, like in an actual like scenario in the street, if someone does that at the beginning, I probably am going to do those kind of. They're so easy. But for the sake of like us learning more, I'm trying to not use them at the moment. When I do it, it is more deflection. That being said, we should be able to get around those as well.
Yeah.
Nice, that was a good fake. Nice. Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's going up.
I was like, you exited well and then you cut back into the circle. I was like,
Yeah, I thought
I think you got startled that I stayed in.
Yeah. Well, I was expecting after the last one.
That's what I was saying before. I'm like, we get used to this flow of you going for it.
Yeah, one.
And we're out of range and you go back out of range. And all of a sudden you go for one and I stay. And you go, oh shit. Like, that's what I say, that's the second level. Yeah. The third is a dive. But I have to test that second level to see, because you exited immediately because out of instinct, which is good. You kept yourself safe there. But it means that if I dove them, I would have chased, missed, and got impaled by yours. Which means that your defensive footwork is really good. Like timing and instinct for it, which is nice. Unfortunately, you re-entered after. But if you didn't exit there, and you managed to like deflect or counter it, it means that next time I'd be like, all right, now because he didn't exit, next time I'll probably dive. And like, yeah, good. Once again, it's that change, 2 or 3, and then you're going, oh my god, they stayed. Nice, deflected it. Nice. Oh, I nicked my top finger. It's like near the nail. It's interesting.
I was just changing feet.
Yeah. It's when you're coming horizontally left at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's the same timing I got on the last one.
Well, I was thinking I was coming in
same angle.
with my right foot forward, so I'm thinking go left.
Yeah.
And as I'm swapping to my left, you've driven in.
You're staying in as you're doing it. Do it as an exit. So like you're switching, and as you are, I'm seeing you go horizontal across like that, and you're in range. But I think when I'm doing it, I'm going back and then circling. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, because you're not usually like that, but it's good that you're thinking about that switch.
Yeah. So come back here.
Yeah, that's it. That was safe there. That's it. And now it's changed all the counters and the angles. Yeah. Nice. Now it's more like the star again.
Yeah.
But with really good hip movement.
Yeah.
Hip and shoulders, because now all the stabs have disappeared.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was looking at before. Bring that into the middle a little bit. Yeah. I think more shoulder than hand.
Yeah.
You got it then, but what I'm looking at is the gap increase, right?
Yeah, so if you double pump that.
Exactly, if I fake now, exactly, or Florette, that's what that signals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so like, that was good that you didn't get hit, but think more shoulder.
Yep.
So I'm like, even if it means you fall, so I think you had your right forward, that's why it probably felt weird. So yeah, I think and that way it makes that side feel weird to drop back. Yeah, exactly. Even if you fall with your head.
Yeah, just
and like your foot can follow afterwards.
Yeah.
So like if I got my right and you like I don't care if I completely have to throw and fall off the line. Yeah. So like just literally throw that back. Yeah, exactly. Even if you're off balance for the next 2 or 3 beats.
It doesn't matter. Just
exactly. Because it means that if I do the double pump one, you're gone, and if I chase, your spine is there, or you can even drop that side back. Exactly. Yeah. It becomes a good bait.
Yeah.
Because they chase and it's not on the middle, so they overreach. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I faked it for a response.
Yeah, I'm thinking about my feet.
Yeah. Let me check that. I think that's a halfway mark. Yeah, that's the halfway. I'll switch to foam mark, but I think stay on this still.
Yeah.
I'm actually enjoying the polypropylene the last
Just got
couple of
to
weeks.
get my feet for a minute.
Yeah, no, I was like, go back to normal, see how you feel.
Yeah, 'cause
I think I've overloaded you with info. Okay.
Oh no, it's when I focus on one thing, I just stop.
Yeah, as I said, you need the mix. You can't just do one. Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah, I was about to say, mate. I almost mentioned, I'm like, your pressure's got a little too much.
Yeah, get out.
You pushed me to the edge and I was going to keep going back, and I'm like, I'm going to creep back in and see if you do that again. I'm like, yeah.
Alright.
Still think, no matter what it is, whether you're wanting a Corto entry or whether you want a Largo counter, both are set up off making me comfortable.
Yeah.
So you need to draw me out.
Yeah.
But your initial forward pressure is good because it's not overly detrimental.
Yeah, you gotta get
it's
out.
only if you continue it.
Yeah.
And that initial forward pressure is what's letting you land on some of these higher ranks. Because they're going, oh my god, he's in range, and they step out and you stay on them. And it's making them lash out and panic and giving you options. It's only if you keep it going for 3, 4, 5 that they start to time and counter it. Yeah.
I thought if I can get around that.
I know.
Oh,
It's going, I'm like, what bait haven't I done? I'm like, the relax bait.
yeah. Well,
So I was going to say, I'm like, I feel like you're going to launch the second I did, and you did as well.
Well, I've been
I was like,
exiting.
I'm like, I'm too ready. I was like, going to stand up, and you just came. I was like, fuck, he's on me.
I thought I've exited a few times, I'll stay.
No, that was good, because I thought you'd go for it, but I didn't know how fast, and you went for it like immediately, and it like startled me. Even though I set it up and knew what you were going to do, it still startled me, because you didn't telegraph it, you just went.
Yeah.
That was good. I didn't get to see because I got startled, but I think you didn't step. I think you fell.
I can't. I don't
I'll see on the
falling.
camera,
Yeah.
but I didn't see a telegraph at the foot.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't mentally thinking fall. I just wanted to put pressure on.
That was good. It's good.
Yeah.
And once again, you change something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's when I get used to a pattern, then I'm going, all right, now I can relax and think and bait.
Yeah.
But the second, when if you keep changing stuff like that, makes me not want to set up or change or do anything too different.
Yeah.
Because then I go, oh no, like I have to pay attention or I'll die. So it cancels all these bait setups, which is really good. Yeah. It's like what I was saying, I was trying to make Ray think.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if I let him just relax, he's going to murder me
Oh,
like
yeah,
every
there's
5 seconds, like
There's
less.
a list of them.
That's it. But if I do too much, I'm just walking into my death.
Yeah.
He's like, too much movement, you killed yourself. I'm like, It's a weird line. It changes depending on the opponent
Yeah.
and the weapon. Jesus. That was good, you got out again. I was drawing you forward because the first couple startled me. On the third, I actually relaxed and I timed it.
Yeah.
And you're on the fourth, you stepped across and out. So that was good because the first couple startled me, but my defense, like you did something.
Yeah.
And I almost went back like this and then went off the line.
And I looked open again.
And it was at the beginning.
Yeah.
And the third, I almost purposely dropped because I have my balance and timing back and the range.
Right.
I almost waited on the third and you went bang out. I'm like, which is good.
Well, I actually lost sight.
Because that's where Cade and the others are going, oh, I'm coming forward, and I'm just going, bump, dead, parry, dead. Like,
Well, after 3, I'd lost sight of where your knife was.
that's it.
And I
I stopped on the third, that's why.
Yeah.
Because I think we did like something like this,
Oh, it was all over, yeah.
this, and on the third, I've gone here.
Okay.
And it's no longer out
Yeah, I
doing this.
couldn't see
And
any.
you're going, where's the knife? And that's where people just lash out going, oh, well, I'll just attack.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. I want to have a roll around yours, bump it, and just come straight through with something. Bang. Yeah.
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah.
Because there's some dangerous situations there. We were both in range for 3, 4,
Oh, yeah.
5. We didn't die.
Yeah, I could feel it.
Yeah, but it was because we're both thinking defense for every one of those moves.
Yeah.
Like I'm still lashing out with different things and trying to do it with some technique, not just like flailing. But I'm really thinking my movement, my hips, my feet, all defensively, because I'm like, it's so easy to just double death there. Most knife fights are double death.
Yeah. You have to keep twisting.
That's it, that's good. Yeah, it's very twisty, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
no shit.
That's it. You look so comfortable now. It's good. You're reading it. You're reading all of it. It's good.
Yeah.
I can see you reading it. So the next stage is, because you're reading it, I'll do the exact same thing without the arms.
Yeah.
And it just makes it super hard for you to know what I'm doing, because there, you're seeing me go here.
Oh yeah, coming across.
So you're going that way.
Yeah, a little
You're
bit
seeing
here, a
me
little bit
fake
there.
that, so you're dropping your shoulder back.
Yeah.
If I do all that exact same stuff right there, it's what Ray's doing to me.
Yeah.
And also when we do that, and
Just
now
there.
you don't really know. See, here I'm lining up, but
Yeah.
here I've lined up. And
You'll be flicking out any
I'm
time.
flicking, stabbing, and doing circular movements, setting up all 3 of them off all those movements there. Rotating between them in my head, but not showing them now. That's what the hard part is. So I've almost been, my normal game is good for training people at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Because I am showing it, so it's letting you learn the defensive
Yeah, I
sides.
gotta read it.
But then that's the next stage up. That's how I've been getting you. Is when I
Yeah.
realize that we're both reading each other well like that.
Yeah.
And I go, even my like baits, you know, all the bait setups. You know, if I go here, I want you to go for that.
Yeah.
For that. You know, if I go here and you do horns of the bull,
Yep.
I'm gonna pull
yeah.
back and do that. You know, if I go here, I'm gonna pivot and extend. Like, you know, a lot of my setups that I'm trying to do, the circulars, the whatever's, like speed assist. So now once again just trying to hide it all,
Yeah.
and it makes you think more. Because you go, what's he doing? He hasn't thrown in a while.
Oh, definitely.
I've done like 6 and he's done 0. Am I throwing too much? Should I throw less? I start thinking way too much when they do nothing. And it's not if they do nothing and they're out here. It's when they're doing nothing
Yeah.
and they're just on the edge of range,
And you're going,
and you know they're loaded.
is that
and you're
a
going,
move? Is
I'm,
that a
I'm
move?
like, you're
Yeah.
one of the better non-telegraphic people when you're in range, and I'm like, I hate this. Like, yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
that's the next stage of that. If you realize that, because we're not diving in as much,
Yeah.
because no one's really committing to some heavy stabs, because we're both getting the defense down.
Yeah.
When we've both gone for these stabs recently,
Yeah.
we are just doing that, and then you're going, oh, and you take your foot back,
Yeah.
and same thing, I'm doing this. If I committed, I'd die. If you
Yeah.
committed, you'd die. So we're both realizing it, having to draw back. We could maybe mix in some floretes, because if I see you roll,
Yeah.
can I?
Oh.
That's the other side of it. That's where the spines can come back.
Yeah.
Because if you do a shallow one and you go floreti, I can do that. But if I do a deep one, that's where that'll happen.
Right.
So like if I realize I can't pull that side back, I now need the spines again.
Yeah. And once again, you're hitting the hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Sort of hand
And
on
even
hand.
if I did this to that and you pull back again, I can do that again.
Yeah.
I can go bang, bang, or that, and it's a combo of both. And then you're not just stationary.
Yeah.
So even because I'm not here doing this on the spot,
Yeah.
as you do that stab, I pull back off the line.
Yeah.
And it's making you step. So when you do another one,
Yeah.
exactly. Once again, I'll do a couple retractions, then meet you and go long and
Yeah.
started.
Okay.
So yeah, nice. So don't change anything, but
Nah.
realize that that's the next stage, is to do all of that without the fakes. Yeah. Because the fakes are the safer way, because if you can make them bite on a fake or an engaño or a bait setup, you can just safely counter them in range and go, oh, I didn't have to really get too close. So especially like so many Largo counters are set up like that. Medium drop back to Largo counter. Yeah. That's a safer approach. If you can't, then this is the higher level, like more dangerous approach. But once again, if you realize you're not landing on them and they're too good and their timing is too good, their measurement's too good, and you're going, oh no, they're trained as well. Like, yeah. Hopefully that never happens. Most trained people get along. They realize, oh, you're trained, I'm trained, we've got similar interests. Yeah. Why are we fine?
I did sort of come through.
Yeah, it almost like pinky, like loaded.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like even if I faced it,
it's once again almost try to fall backwards. So as you roll, retract the foot. So I think you've gone on the spot.
Well, I was.
As you do it, see if you can get that foot back.
Yeah, I've got to be
so
lighter.
I've done this. But as you do it, pull the foot to over there.
Oh yeah.
No, the back one. So like,
oh yeah.
So that would have probably made you go through. I think you did it and you twisted on the spot.
Yeah.
So
I did.
So I did that.
I've done
that. Yeah. Okay, even the tiniest of pivots. Yeah. Actually, elastic go down. Would have missed your neck like what the
I just got to think light feet again.
Yeah. Maybe you got too much weight forward.
Yeah, I'm planting again and I feel it.
That's what I'm saying. If you fall with the head, don't feel bad if you're off balance. Yeah. Because like when I have that too far forward and my weight's planted and now I can't retract properly, now it does feel like I'm falling. Where before it feels like I'm
just drifting.
Like smoothly, like it's like the dance. I'm smoothly flowing around. This doesn't. When I've got too much weight forward, it doesn't feel smooth. No. I feel off balance. I'm falling. I'm catching. I'm going. Oh no, I'm off balance till like 2 or 3 steps later.
Okay.
And even then, I'm trying to correct it to go back. Yeah. Because I'm obviously falling in an arc. So I'm like, I need to change the direction of this arc because you're going to follow me.
Yeah. Same range.
It's the worst when you lose sight of them on the fall. Come back to center, realize they're still in medium range. Then the panic and like
change the range.
That's it. That's me trying to stay calm in that range when that panic sets in. And go, I'm panicking, but just use it.
A bit of something.
I think you actually parried that.
Oh, okay.
Probably would have chopped your fingers.
Oh, okay.
Because I think you parried it past, and I think I got that on the way back.
Yeah, sure.
But I don't think I got your neck at all.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, stopping.
Once again. Even then, I felt like I've stepped out, and it almost felt like we both went for the same thing. But I've seen this, right?
Yeah.
My difference was that I threw my head. You didn't.
Yeah, and I'm still.
So when we both drove here, my forearm kind of redirected, and I got that, but my head wasn't there anymore. Yeah. Where we almost would have gone double, like this, without that.
True.
I think that was more because I stepped a bit.
Yeah. Oh, you were still moving.
Because my left foot going up made it easier for me to lean. So yeah, once again, it's rotating the feet with the shoulders.
Yeah.
But if you can get this on the knife, you should start to set up on the katana and the machete a lot easier. Shoulders. That Floretto's going to come in. Ooh. Oh, nice parry. Oh, lost my fingers.
So every time I drive straight,
Yeah, you're going wobble,
Yeah,
wobble,
wobble,
and then
straight.
you went down the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're recognizing it though, like even when I get you, you know why.
So I was trying to do smaller steps then.
Yeah, it was working.
So
I started to do riskier stuff and more committed. You probably actually see me telegraph it a bit.
Yeah.
And it's not me trying to telegraph it. It's that you're floating back. So you're not, when you're coming forward, you take even a half step forward. That is startling.
Yeah.
Take a half step back.
Yeah.
You can read it now. That's what I'm seeing the difference is that most of my moves, you're floating as it's happening and I'm seeing you recognize it.
Right, well that's doing twice as much smaller footwork.
But that last one, I caught you on the way in.
Oh, I'm just going in.
So that one would have seemed faster.
Yeah,
But it was the same as the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Mate, that's feeling great.
Yeah.
And once again, it's nearly all the shoulders at the moment.
Yeah.
You're occasionally extending a little bit, not by much.
I still feel like every time.
2 weeks ago, it was like here.
Yeah.
Now it's like in little ones. So it's just weight. It's just still think
It
shoulder.
still feel like every time you got me, I was flat-footed.
Yeah. What I'm seeing is that it's this right shoulder.
Yeah.
If I see the inside of your hand face it, I know I can clear it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, you've got your back of your forearm there.
Yeah.
When I step here, if you just roll and it's the back of your forearm, I know you're doing it right.
Oh, okay.
And even if I come around, you're just going to roll and it's not going to do it. It's
And
when I see it's your palm,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Floretto's there now. Because it means you're pushing.
Yeah.
But if you drop, it's the back. So that's the #1 telegraph I'm seeing at the moment for for the opening. I didn't get to capitalize it on it much. It was more towards the end that I noticed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the #1 thing.
Okay.
Because when it's this way, you have almost no gap.
Yeah, you can see.
So even if I do like peppery, like Bob
yeah,
Letty
just
styles,
rolling.
I'm not going to get in.
Yeah. But that
That other one makes the gap like triple,
Yeah.
and I can now feed stuff through. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, there's not much there. Like it's maybe a little bit less on the front foot. Like,
I was trying to
way you
move
sit
more.
there with the wider feet, I think that was helping you.
Yeah. I just got to move on.
Such little things now, but once again, if I was actually driving in, because I'm not driving hard.
No.
I'm doing ones that are going to go to here, but I'm not like driving in past you. There are people that are going to do that.
Yeah.
And as long as you're thinking like to roll, and then even like some of your like your X block kind of stuff, salat like movements. I go into a lot of salat type movements if they just drive in. Yeah, I think you'll be fine with that.
Yeah.
It's just making sure that in that messy exchange, if like something like if I go past,
That 3 or 4.
if I go past, you go past, you roll, you'll stub or like slash, and all of a sudden we get to like these weird ones here.
Yeah.
It's trying to go reset, they're keeping it tight because people start to go here, and they're thinking about too much. And this is hanging now. And if this is tight, you can survive a lot of stuff surprisingly, like in that messy exchange if you stay tight. But when they start going wild with the knife, this starts to come out, and now they're super open. So the deeper in, the less at the beginning it's very fast. But 1, 2, 3 happens like in a beat or two. Like it's like 1, 2, 3, but then there's almost a pause. And then even then, I might not even do it. It's like, I'm going to wait for you to do another one. And you might pull back and do an overhand or something. And I'll go bang. Because I'm like, if you see them pause on like the 3rd or 4th, they've now recognized the range. They're now baiting. They've broken the rhythm and they're baiting the opening, and they're waiting for timing and counter. And we get so used to going 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and we just buy. But that's everyone. That's a lot of systems. Yeah, we're breaking out of that, which is good.
Fine.
Cheers.
No, that was good. Thank you.
Dos manos. Nice.